I'm Sue Gold, President of the San Diego Museum of Art Artists Guild. Welcome to this video presentation of Transitions, the members show at the Poway Center for the Performing Arts. First of all, I'd like to acquaint you with the Artists Guild. We are a group of professional artists who are working to exhibit and sell our work. A portion of all sales will go to the San Diego Museum of Art. Our artists use all manner of 2D and 3D media. Poway Center for the Performing Arts does not have the availability to show 3D works, so sculpture is not included in this particular show. If you'd like to see more of these artists' work or all of the sculptors in our organization, go to sdmaag.org/member list. Here I am showing you some of the sculpture that our members have done. Our members are listed alphabetically. Click on the artist's name to see their profile and photo albums. The Artists Guild is a support council of the San Diego Museum of Art. In fact, we are the oldest support council of the museum. We were established in 1915. We are over 100 years old, and we will soon be publishing a book about our centennial. The Artists Guild strengthens the bond between the museum and the artist community and brings original artwork by local artists to the attention of patrons for sale and for purchase. Now, on to the show. Here is Robin Douglas, our juror, walking through the exhibit. Later, she will talk a bit more about the winning work.
First, let me say that it's been an honor and a thrill to be chosen as the jurist for the San Diego Museum of Art Artists Guild. The work has been outstanding. It's been very difficult to choose these pieces. I would have chosen a lot more. You can see the artist's intent, their content, their skill, and the creativity in many ways. Albert Einstein quote is, "Knowledge is finite, creativity is infinite." You will see all manner of subject matter in this incredible exhibition. You will see color, shape, line, textures, landscapes, portraits. Not only will you see a variety of subject matter, but materials and processes as well. Some very three-dimensional assemblage work, some deep space, a lot of moving focus, excellent color combinations, some surprising color combinations, some mysterious storytelling going on. The beauty of outer landscapes and inner landscapes. The artists of today are going to influence the artists of tomorrow. The thrust of our creativity, you'll never know where that influence will end. Here's my first honorable mention in no particular order, but this is called Steel Hulled Skyline. It's by Janet Lee. I think it's a very brave composition. It's kind of a fisheye composition. It's circular in nature, so the viewer looks around the composition and the edges become the focal point. The edges, not the center so much. And the craftsmanship is incredible. The next honorable mention I'd like to talk about is by Larry Richardson. The Angel of Light, he calls it, and it's mixed media. It has a strength and a power and energy. It's got a great mood. The black and blue colors are very dramatic. The spontaneous brush strokes show a lot of finesse that he really knows that brush. And it creates quite an impact. It too tells a story. It could be a goddess, a leader, what culture, what time period. Is it timeless? I really appreciated that one. The next one I'd like to talk about is Betty Agamon, her pods and spines. I love to see this in person. It's very small, it's precious, it's got a mysterious message. It demands closer scrutiny as to what really you're looking at. It's iconic, it's ritualistic, it draws you in, making these natural objects so precious. It's really a lot of fun to see. Your eye continues to go through all those squares. Anyway, the last honorable mention I'd like to mention is by True Rines. It's called Not Day, Not Night. It's acrylic on canvas, and it is a hard edge painting. It has the most impressive craftsmanship, and it's total abstraction. It's kind of an homage to Joseph Albers, perhaps? I'd like to talk to the artist about that. But he has these subtle shadows and shapes that create this three-dimensional space. It's crisp, it's clean. The lines go along through several squares, multiple directions. Your eye keeps moving around the entire composition. Is it overlapping? Is it stacked? What is it? Creates a lot of movement. Now I would like to go through the winners, and I'll start with number 3. So the third place winner in my mind, Margaret Lartham. It's called Passing Through. It makes the ordinary extraordinary, like I've mentioned before. Unexpected colors and a unique perspective. It's illuminating the canvas with those colors. You really feel that energy of those emanating colors. And it's inviting you into an electrified landscape. You think of a landscape or, a city corner with those power lines. You see those every day, how many times a day? But Margaret has really created a unique perspective with those colors. You can't really stop looking at it. So that's number 3. Congratulations, Margaret. Number 2 would be by Steve Harlow. It's called 15 Park Row. And you are absorbed or ushered into this painting. It invites you into this environment. It leads you down this path. It's the deep perspective with the vertical location, the atmospheric perspective. There's a little bit of linear perspective, perhaps. It's just enough mystery to ask you why. Why this path and what's beyond it. And also his unique handling of the paint. You can tell he really has a lot of finesse. It's, harkens back to what? Paul Signac, Pissarro, even a little bit of Seurat as well. So congratulations to Steve. Then the number 1, which again was very different, very difficult to do, is by John Olenek. Forgive my pronunciation if that's incorrect. Both of his pieces were outstanding. And the one I chose was Eve. It's oil on linen, and it's very large. It's 4x4. And going back to the title of the exhibition, Transitions, not that I use this in my judging at all, but this is really an incredible transitional piece. It has so many sides and perspectives. The color, the composition, the multiple viewpoints make this painting ever-changing. Your eye will not stop in one area or the other. It does have that moving focus that you really need in an excellent composition. You have to see it, you really do, because there's so many details. There's so many artists that I could liken it to, so many masterpieces. I really appreciate the color, the composition, and the movement. So congratulations to John as well.